What up, what up, what up? All right, guys, I think the video is ended. Good afternoon and welcome to our first episode of Web3 Vanguards with your host, Victor ICP Squad. We also have a special guest, Bitcoin Renegade, here in the house today, and we are going to be talking about the new Tendy token. So I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Victor ICP Squad. I was the former, or I guess kind of currently, social media manager for dfinity community / ICP Squad. I'm now running Web3 Vanguard, so very happy about that. And Bitcoin Renegade, go ahead and introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay. Thank you for having me, Victor. It's always a great honor to collaborate with you. My name is Jeff, aka Bitcoin Renegade. But right now we are pushing our ICP Renegades group, and that's kind of what we're doing, is building, a community around ICP Renegades. Right now, I just want to work with other great people, influencers in the community. So right now I'm working with Victor. We have some stuff going with Boxed Animals tomorrow. We're going to have a Twitter space, and then we're going to have another person on the channel next week. So it's just going to be awesome. I can't wait to talk about Tendys and get into meme coin fever, baby. It's meme coin mania.
Awesome. Good. All right, guys. So go ahead and comment. If you have any questions, we will be answering questions that we know. The ones that we don't know, we can't answer. But before we get started, let me see if I can find a logo to put up here so you guys can see. Let me see. The software company I used to use just got bought out by like a new company. It looks different now, so I can't see a lot of things. But I'll look for the logo to post, and so you guys can see the Tendy logo. But basically, there's this new token that came out on ICP about 2 weeks ago, I think, or a week and a half ago, and it's been going up. There's criticism about it. Some people are saying good things, some people are saying bad. So I went ahead and talked to the team. I went on their Telegram. Anybody can go into Telegram, by the way, it's public. I tried to post the links, but because our YouTube page is very new, it didn't let me post links yet. So I'll post all those Telegram links and our Openchat links and everything. So if you're watching this tomorrow, I should have the YouTube approval, like video approval or whatever, so I can post links by tomorrow. So check back and click on it. If you're watching it live, sorry, wait 24 hours. Not my fault. It's YouTube's security measures to prevent spam. But this token basically did like a 3x in one day. I was scrolling on my feed. I saw this token. I thought it was funny. It was like a chicken. It was a chicken tender, and I thought it was funny, right? So I think my girlfriend was there, and she had like 0.3 ICP. I was like, hey, buy this, because there's a little bit of money, and I knew like whatever. I think she did like a 3x. She got like 1.4 ICP back or something. And the next day, that's when I put money into it because I wanted to see what it was and stuff like that. And I thought it was funny. And lately, some drama happened in crypto Twitter, and they were talking about something completely not completely unrelated, but unrelated to this project. And there was a lot of FUD, and the price was like mooning, and then it went down like 30%, right? Which is not a lot for a meme coin, but it was a lot for people that put money into it. Nobody wants to see like 30% go down. So I decided I wanted to make a video talking about all of the risks, right, of meme coins in general, the risk of this meme coin, what it means, what it does. I spoke to the team. I asked them for information. I asked them for like a couple of charts and things and distribution, whatever. And I'm pretty active on that. So I asked them for this information, and I want to post it for people to view. And then we're going to try and slice it up and make it into shorts to then put on Twitter, YouTube, whatever, so people can have more information on what it is, what it's not, and then also the risks, because I would feel very bad if somebody puts their rent money on a meme token because I made a tweet saying, oh, look, it's going higher, which is, I didn't say buy, and I always say I'm not a financial advisor. But yeah, so Renegade, your thoughts on Tendy token?
So I want to touch on what you were saying right there about the risk. Tendy token is just cool. Like you said, I thought it was kind of funny, but just seeing those chicken tenders there, it makes you want to kind of eat them. And you're like, man, this is kind of cool, and then you see like a frog, Pepe eating them, and the ticker is like a Pepe frog in a chicken costume with a party hat over his face as like a chicken Pepe pretending to be a chicken. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now for the risks, you got to be very careful when it comes to meme coins, especially these new projects. And if a project is anonymous, that makes it really hard to build trust in the community. Now, if they're anonymous with very transparent actions and everything, you don't necessarily need to know exactly who the person is if they are running everything legit, and it looks like Tendy's is doing that. Now, I want to let everybody to be warned about, there's one called Cook Token, and it was a lot like Tendy's, you know, kind of feeding off of that, you know, like kind of funny meme coin cooking stuff, you know, like bacon and little grilled cheese with faces. But they took all the liquidity out of Cook Token. Now that you need to be very careful with. Tendy's, nothing bad or shady like that has happened. And that's why I am making this video with Victor today about Tendy's, because they're doing everything above board. They took accusations about what was going on in the community very well, and they rose above that. And I like to see that. So I think it's meme coin mania though, baby. Let's get some meme coins, make some money, and have some fun doing it. Now, I'm not a type of person who likes ERC20 token meme coins. You pay $50 in gas fees and that's your profit right there. IC has very little to no gas fees, so everything that you're making is profit. If it goes up 10%, you make all 10% profit. If you do an ERC20 token, you make 10%. That goes to gas fees, you lose. So back to you, Victor.
All right, good. I'm messing with the settings, so I got a little ticker, Tendy ticker,
Yeah.
so you can find that. Oh, before I keep on talking, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please, guys, this is not financial. I did do a lot of economic education in college and even in high school. You know, technically, I was even an intern at the Federal Reserve at one point in my life. But this is not financial advisor, and I am not. This is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I think Renegade is also not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So I was speaking to the team, and I told them, hey, can you give me some information on the distribution? Can you give me some information on what the token does? Can you give me like what is this, right? And they gave me some things. So let me go ahead and try to pull up some of the charts that I found. Now this is, I'm gonna upload it as a logo because these settings are kind of like different. Let me see. All right, there you go. I have something here. Let me see. There you go. All right, there you go. I can put it here. All right, so this is the chart that I was giving about the distribution. This was sent, I believe, by Port, one of the or I think one of the developers. So one more disclaimer real quick. So I am not a part of the team. I am not a dev or like a team member or anything like that. But I did buy some of these tokens, I think the second day they came out, right? So I entered, I think it was at 16 cents, and I purchased some at 14 cents, and then I kept on trading. So I had some sells and then some purchases, I think at point, I think my latest one was 0.21 cents and then 0.22 cents or 22 cents, 21 cents. So I'm actively trading. I already bought this. I say this in full disclosure, whatever, so people don't think stuff like that. I also received an airdrop to give away. You can see on my Twitter, I did a Tendy giveaway. I received those to give those away, right? And those have already been, the ones I gave away have already been given away. And then I went on the Telegram and I messaged, can I have some Tendys to feed the village? And somebody sent me some Tendys. So you can probably still do that. A lot of people who joined the Telegram received free Tendys. Like even before a lot of it blew up. So keep that in mind too. So I'm going to be as honest and full disclosure as possible. So anybody watching this can kind of calculate and kind of see like, okay, how many people put actual money into this? How many people got it for free? How many people did both? Like for me, I put actual money in it first, and then I got some for free later. And then I also, like, there was a bunch of giveaways. I bought like I bought like 3 My Monsters, and then I got Tendys for doing that because it was a part of the giveaway. And then I sold one of my monsters, and then I'm probably going to sell another one because I really only wanted one. But there's a lot of giveaways. There's going to be more giveaways, and there's probably even active giveaways right now. And if you join the Telegram, which I wish I could have posted the link, you can probably get free Tendys there too. As a matter of fact, I just did another giveaway where I'm giving away some more Tendys for people who subscribe to the channel. Even after this video is going live, I'm going to do another giveaway and probably give even more Tendys. So there's plenty of ways to de-risk or have zero risk, but I wanted to do that as a disclaimer or disclosure So I can be fully honest. I already bought some of this token and I've been trading it. Some of it I received in airdrops, and others I participated in giveaways and stuff like that. And whenever there's a giveaway, I'm probably going to be like the first one there liking and retweeting all of that stuff. So with all that being said, let's take a look at the Tendy initial distribution. So this is what I was given by the team. So I don't have the tools to like check this or to know if it's 100% accurate or whatever, but I trust them. This is gonna sound funny, but one of the team members told me he was a devout Catholic, so that makes me kind of trust them a little bit. So I think they seem like honest people. I don't know for sure. I can't read their minds, but they seem like honest people to me. So the marketing is 44,650, 3,000. This I think that's what they've been giving away. From the last wallet I saw or that they sent me, I think this is a lot lower because they gave a lot of that away. So a whole bunch of people. I think dfinity being one of them. I did a giveaway as well. And a whole bunch of people got something to give away, and they're giving it away. So I think that's this.
Let me just add to that. They gave me 88 of them to give away as well. And I've already given away, I think, about 20 of them or 16 of them. So okay, I still have some to give away on Twitter or YouTube.
Good, awesome. I think I gave away like 200, and then I'm doing more giveaways now. But I'm also buying some with my money too. So, and I bought way more. I bought way more than anyway, whatever. So the team got 35,200, and that is the team. I think this is a lot less too. I think they've given some of that away or spent it too. And then ICP and Liquidity burned 6,150, and then ICPs burned 200. So as you can see, it's a bunch of them to marketing, and there's a bunch of them to the team going down. Now this I think is not the latest because I was giving this like a week ago. So let me post another one here. Let me get rid of this, delete, and there's another chart that I received. I think this is a new one. Whoops, there you go. Whoop. All right, get back in their logo. All right, so this is the Tendy current distribution. There you go. This is a little bit more updated. So this is offered as a rough example, and the numbers can vary. Website will have live data, so you can track all of this online too. Even if you go to ICP Swap and click on info, you can see like the wallet holders and stuff like that. So marketing budget sees a lot lower now. The team has 35,200, and then ICP LP burned is at 6,150. And then ICPs, LP burn 2,000, promos, etc., 34,000. Total supply is 88,000. So this is something that I do want to mention as one of the risks. So there are a couple of risks, and this is the important part, and the part that I think is very important for people who are going to put their money. Right now, this is a very small project. I think the market cap, I think it's like 23 cents. Let me do a quick calculations. 23 cents times 88,000. It's about $20,000 in market cap, right? So if you're used to Ethereum or maybe even some Solana tokens, you're seeing this in the millions of dollars, like millions, and the liquidity in the liquidity pool, like thousands and thousands of dollars. I think this one, whoops, there's like a mosquito. I think this one currently has like 12,000 in liquidity, not in the ICP or the Tendy ICP one, because when I'm going to go into this later, there's a bunch of liquidity pools, right? So all of them added together, I think roughly is $12,000. So it's fairly small to the point where I think I can risk it because I see a lot of upside, but it's also fairly small to where if somebody says, hey, I'm like one of the team members says I'm out, it could go down. So that is a risk that you have to take into consideration. So right now, if you look at the marketing wallet and the team wallet, which the main dev has access to both of those, right? This I have to say this because it's a risk and it's risky. It's like gambling, right? So, but it's also fun and profit. It can be or could be profitable. So a large amount of the supply right now is being held by the team and the marketing wallet, right? It's like the same, like I think the same person controls it. So is it technically possible that if this person says, hey, whatever, I'm gonna sell all my tendies and get ICP? Can that happen? Like, is it possible to happen? Yes. And I want to bring that risk because right now the devs are speaking about locking in more liquidity and having it. I forget if the correct word is black hold or wormhole or something like that. But that is something that can happen. That's one of the risks you have to keep in mind. Also, a lot of people who got airdrops or who bought early, can they sell and it go down? Probably. Like if I sell, I could probably make it go like 1 cent down. right? So, or maybe even like 2, probably just 1, but you can like it's low liquidity, and like the market cap is so small to where that volatility is possible. So if you go into this, it's not like ICP where you can sell $10,000, $20,000 and only moves a little bit or nothing happens. If you sell like anything over $300 right now, like on one of the pools, it'll probably move, right? It's possible. I don't know, but it's possible. Second concern, I would like her danger, whatever, risk, because it's all risk to reward ratio. Second risk, the canisters in ICP, the canisters are not like completely locked, like in some other blockchains where you make it and that's it. The dev still has access to one of the canisters, right? So what does that mean? Can the dev theoretically go in and then put like, I want 1 million Tendys and then sell all of them and burn it to 0? Yes, that's also possible. It's also a risk. I think that can happen. That's a risk I'm taking also because I'm also like buying into this token. So that's something that can happen. Now, let me go into why I don't think that's going to happen, but why you should always keep it considered a risk. So when I go to sleep at night, I'm not worried about about my Tendys. Number one, because it's so small and the amount that I spent, in comparison to other things, whatever is small to where I can lose. So that's the first thing I would say. Treat this like gambling. So you could make life-changing money, whatever, but you could also lose, right? So even like as a Catholic or something, like, did you already pay your rent? Did you feed your family? Did you help the poor or whatever? After all that is done, then you can do some fun stuff, like in a fun, I guess, token, right? Like Tendy. But you have to consider those risks. So here's why I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen because number one, the dev and the team has been putting the liquidity in there in the first place. So people that bought early or that were some of the first, like you can see on the trades, people have been buying and selling. Like I've been buying and selling. And where's that liquidity coming from? A lot of it is from the devs putting in liquidity, right? So they've put in liquidity into these pools because it's not just Tendy ICP. So to me, it seems like, okay, will somebody just like put their own money to where others, like they're risking being dumped on by other people the same way other people are risking. I don't know if I'm wording that correctly, but the devs are putting in from their own money liquidity. So that gives me like some sense of trustworthiness. The second thing, some of that liquidity, not all of it, but some of that liquidity is locked, or I don't know how to track this. So if somebody's smarter than me and they can actually track this, please go and confirm that this is actually true. But they lock this liquidity so that it's there, right? So they put this liquidity and they locked it. There's also a project, an NFT project coming up. I think they posted it on Twitter to where there is there's an NFT project where they're going to use those funds to add even more liquidity. So that gives me like, okay, maybe I can trust this, right? The second thing, I forgot the second. Okay, so the second thing, there's a lot of pools that were made, so it's not just one pool, and all of those pools create like a nice arbitrage opportunity. So anybody who is smart can go into these swaps, and not only that, you can go into that and then mix that with something like IC Lighthouse and mix that with like real exchanges or something and do like this really nice arbitrage opportunity where I don't think any like bots or lots of rich people are in there already. So I think normal people like me can go in there and take advantage of like Tendy, like base Tendy with chat, base Tendy with SNS1, base Tendy with ICP, base Tendy with whatever, like all these, and then you can arbitrage through those. So if Tendy pumps and then ICP hasn't pumped, you buy some of that, you trade it for Tendy, then you sell the Tendy. You do like this whole triangular whatever things. So if you're smart at that, that seems like an opportunity. But I did want to mention that. I've been talking for a while. Renegade, any comments?
You just taught me something new today. Like I've known how to arbitrage through stuff, but actually going through each liquidity pool and like what he was saying is like, say if it's Tendy Openchat, chat token pumps, but let's say ICP doesn't. Well, you want to arbitrage into that chat token while it pumps, then go into the ICP that didn't. Boom, you make money. That's very good. I do want to go into the chat for a second because we do have a lot of ICP degens in the chat. Yeah, what's up, everybody? So DK Lord is here, which is pretty cool. He's the developer for IC Bucks and also a lot of other stuff, OG Metals. We got Palanga here, which she is part of the Ghost team or was. I don't know if she still is. But DK just said he bought some Tendy right now, and he ain't selling his airdrop or his Tendy. So shout out to DK Lord for that. This is financial advice. He says, don't listen. KEK, I Tendy, LMAO.
That's what DK Lord said. Good. All right, so yeah, so you can find the ticker Tendy. I do want to show you guys one more graphic, well, two more graphics that I was sent. This one is this is the NFT, or at least a preview of the NFT that come back here, chicken strip. So this is a preview of the NFT that they are making. So this basically represents the liquidity. They put a euro, so it's euro money, SNS1, ICP, CKBTC, and ICP on the right hand side. Those are all meme tokens that you can trade for. So I'm going to go into the utility of the token through this image and to talk about that. So I don't mean to block your face out, Renegade. Let me get that out the way. So I'm going to go into the utility of the token. There's a lot of people, and I'll be completely honest here, there's a lot of people that really want tokens to have utility. Like, what is the utility of this token? And I only support serious projects with utility and whatever. And I'm not trying to poke fun of them or make fun of them. But at the end of the day, liquidity is the utility, right? If a token that does absolutely nothing has $10 million in liquidity, and there's a project that cures cancer, but nobody knows about it, has $0 in liquidity, more people are going to trade the one with $10 million. And that's just being honest. That's just like the way the world works, crypto works. I don't like it to be that way, but that's how it is. And so I'll say that first, right? The community and the people who are buying and selling who like it, that is the utility. Like somebody willing to buy your token, that is a utility. But let me focus on the smart part of this utility. So it is a meme token, right? Or at least I think it's a meme token. It's for fun, whatever. It's chicken tenders. But if you read on the ICP swap description, that's going to give you the idea. And this is what I think the dev is had in his mind. So he can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he's in the comments. But let me read the exact description so I can tell you. Oh, wait, hold on. I was having an error on ICP swap earlier, so that might not work. Okay, here it is. Okay, yes. So I wish I could post it, but it's going to take me longer, so I'm just going to read it. The mission of Tendy token is a low supply token which can be paired with projects as a liquidity provider with aims to allow low slippage on trades throughout the IC. It's also a chicken tender. So what does that mean? Like for the people that like kind of don't get it, I know it sounds redacted to buy a chicken tender, like a chicken tender, like what am I, stupid or something? But if you actually get this, which I got it because I'm in the chat and I also look at the activity so I can see like what people are doing. And I'm not super high IQ, but I'm like high IQ enough to where I understand it. So
you big brain, bro.
If you look at the thanks, Reggie. If you look at the activity, this is really smart because a lot of tokens that took off in the past, especially Ghost token. I really like Ghost token. I did like a 5x on Ghost token, and then people just stopped talking about it, and then just no more activity. But there's a lot of tokens. There's Box token, Love, SNS1. There's a lot of tokens on these swap, on these not dexes. What are they called? Dexes, decentralized exchanges. Yeah, Texas. So there's a lot of these tokens that kind of stopped having liquidity or activity, and there's not a lot you can do there. Like you can trade one thing for one thing, and then there's another thing you can trade that thing for ICP, and there's not a lot of like speculative activity in there. So if you look at something like Binance, like what is the utility of Binance? Speculative activity. Like you could go in and you can trade one thing for another, and that's it. That's the point. Like Binance does not build you a house. Binance doesn't make you a kitchen or a car or a pan or, not even makes you a hamburger like workers at McDonald's. But the utility is that it allows you to trade and to speculate amongst a whole bunch of assets with liquidity, right? You have liquidity. I think my camera got unfocused. Hold on. With liquidity. So the liquidity is the utility. So in this token, what I find really interesting, really smart about it is that it's making a whole bunch of pairs to a whole bunch of coins that otherwise would have almost no activity, but because you can now leverage, because you can now arbitrage between them, like between these different assets, it's bringing a whole bunch of volume to coins that would otherwise be dead or not paid attention to, right? So if Tendy gains attention, that brings liquidity to a whole bunch of other coins. And I'm gonna post a graphic to better explain this. Because if you see the chicken tender, you think it's the dumbest thing in the world. But once you like get it, it's like, okay, yeah, I get what the dev is trying to do. So if you look at here, so for example, this chart has Tendy to ICP, ICPs to Tendy, SNS1 to Tendy, IC Lighthouse to Tendy, Chat to Tendy, CKBTC to Tendy. On this chart alone, like on these pairs alone, if somebody buys a whole bunch of Tendy using this swap tool, the value of Tendy goes up, but you can get the same value of Tendys for ICPs. You simply go and you buy ICPs on the ICPs for ICP swap. You buy some ICPs, then you use the ICPs to buy Tendy, and then you sell your Tendy for ICP, and you have more ICP like for free, just like that, just because somebody bought Tendy, right? And then and it doesn't even like it just goes like that. Same for SNS1, ICL, and then this is even better. So SNS1 is available in IC Lighthouse. ICL is available in IC Lighthouse. Chat is available in IC Lighthouse. CKBTC is available in IC Lighthouse. So if you see any discrepancies between the prices of these swap tokens right here and IC Lighthouse, you can do arbitrage between both of those, and not financial advice, by the way. I don't want anybody saying I told them to, but you can do that. Like you can go buy something that's cheaper on IC Lighthouse, come and sell it on swaps, or buy it on swaps, then go and sell it in IC Lighthouse, and you can arbitrage your way into like a whole bunch of free money. Now, I don't think you can do this with millions of dollars, probably right now, not even thousands. But I mean, a couple $100, a couple $20, dude, $10 is $10. Like I want $10. Like you can do that type of stuff here just because they made these pools and because the devs added liquidity to it. So to me, that is like that's smart, right? It's like a currency within a currency that you can use to do all of these things. So that alone, to me, is worth more than any game. Like we made a game that nobody plays. Like I don't care. Or we made this NFT that is not even pretty. I don't care. But if you can do this, like you give arbitrage opportunities to trade one token for another, to like people that have all these tokens that they bought for really cheap that they received as airdrops and nobody's trading them. Well, if Tendy by itself gains popularity, it's gonna pump all of these up. Like it's gonna pump every single token up, right? It's like economics, 101. So I'm not saying that's gonna happen, right? But I'm saying it could, right? So so it's good, but I want to read some of the comments. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm crazy thinking like we're going to have this whole arbitrage thing and it's the biggest, coolest thing ever and it's just a chicken tender and it's dumb? Or am I right? And this is like a really cool opportunity to bring a whole bunch of degens. Like, and imagine we have CK Ethereum, like a whole bunch of degens from Ethereum, from Bitcoin, and then just arbitraging their way into a Lambo. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Renegade, what do you think?
Well, that's the first time I've heard about the unique liquidity, but I think it's absolutely genius because if you're kind of doing anything in crypto, whether you're an influencer, you want to collaborate with other influencer. If you're a developer, you kind of want to work with other developers and other chains and stuff. So them leveraging the power of cooperation, which is exactly what the internet computer is all about in the first place, bringing Bitcoin onto the internet computer blockchain without a bridge, direct integration. And the same thing he's talking about, CK Ethereum is the direct integration directly into ICP, which is going to probably have CK ETH and Tendy, as soon as that comes around. So it is taking the power of community and the different communities and the fluctuations in what we won't really call them fads, but some of these meme coins are fads. Like he was talking about Ghost Token going really high up. There isn't a lot of volume lately, but it can pump later on. Like, how bell bottoms were popular in the 70s, right? They went out for a long time and then they came back in the 2000s. It's all cyclical, right? And say chat token pumps, boom, Tendy goes up and all the other tokens don't. So it's leveraging all of the different price points of each different crypto so that basically if any one of them goes up or if Tendy goes up, it could actually either help any of them. I think it's absolutely going to work. And hearing that actually makes me way more bullish on Tendy, because honestly, I was only in it because it was a cool meme of a chicken tender, and the logo was Pepe with a freaking party hat looking like a chicken in a chicken costume. But to know that it actually has legitimate staying power and a legitimate plan to bring the ICP community higher and higher. That's it. Oh yeah, right there, baby. That is the Tendy. Look at that. That's Pepe, bro. That's Pepe.
I couldn't find it. Somebody sent it to me in the chat. So good. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Love it.
So yeah, I'll be straight up honest. Like when I first bought, well, actually I didn't buy it. Yeah, I think my girlfriend bought it. She was there with me. I didn't have any like ICPs on my phone, and she had like 0.5 ICP or something, and she did a 3x. So I was like, yeah, good job. But yeah, when I bought it, like honestly, I bought it at first for two reasons. Number one, I saw that it just came out, and I was like, there's no way that this thing that just came out like is not going to give me at least like a little bit of money. Like there's just no way. It just came out. So that's why I bought it. The second reason why I bought it is because it was actually funny. Like I looked at it. I don't remember what the meme was. It might have been just the chicken strip with a Pepe face or something. And I was like, this is so fucking dumb. Like I'm buying it. So I bought it. And that's like the first time I bought it, I bought like 20 ICPs, I think, or 10 ICPs and then more or something. I think it was like 20. And because I thought it was funny. Like if something just came out and it's funny, I'm going to support it. And a lot of people are against this train of thought. And they think like, no, you have to build an entire application that does blah, 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 blah. No, you don't. Like if you build something really dumb, but people really like it, and you have a lot of people that really like it, that's what matters. Like it's not about what you want, it's about what people want. Like the community is the value. There's all these tokens. Recently on Twitter, there's this like chick that, I think it was a chick, I don't know, that made like you get nothing.eth, and they got like $60,000 or $600,000. I don't know how much, because people just like people just do that, right? So you can't just criticize if people like literally just the chicken tender and they're willing to put money just because it's a chicken tender and they're like, ha ha ha, I eat chicken tenders, bye. That's utility. Like, you can't criticize what somebody else likes just because you like a D app that does blah, 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 and then nobody uses it. Like how many people are using your complex D app? I don't know, probably not a lot. Some of them I do. And of course I do support serious investments. One of the, which is again, not financial advice, one of the ones I'm really bullish on is Openchat, which is a matter of fact, I was going to ask all of you to join my Openchat group, but YouTube didn't let me post links because it's our first video and I have to do a face verification or whatever. But if you open Openchat, look up Web3 Vanguards, and you can join our group. Should have like 0 people, but you guys can be the first. I'll try to give you a tip or something. But you can do that. Like the community is the value, like the people who are a part of it, right? Like people, all my Tendy bros, like I know you're my Tendy bro because you bought it. So something doesn't have to be super complex. I do support things that are complex, and I'm all about it. The ICP technology is made for things that are super complex, like social media sites, games, 3D games running completely on chain. I support all of those things, and I'm going to look into them and try to put my my brain into like whether I think it's good or not, or it's going to take effect or not. But things that are not so complex, like a chicken tender, like that can also be fun, and people can also want to put their money. And just because it's not fun for you, or you don't think it's funny, or some people, you find it offensive, or you find some comments offensive. I'm sure if you go to the Telegram, there's all sorts of things. So I'm not saying like I condone or support all of the things random people say who I don't know, but some people might find certain things offensive and they don't like it, but that doesn't mean it's a scam, right? Because something being offensive or not funny to you, or you don't like it, doesn't mean it's a scam, right? A scam is when somebody rugs, if the dev goes in and prints a bunch of tendies and then sells them, yeah, that's a scam. If the dev goes in, takes out the liquidity, that's a scam. If the dev goes in, takes the team's or advertising supply, sells all of it at once, that's a scam. And those things could happen. Like I'm not saying they couldn't. I hope they don't, and I think they won't, according to like what it seems like a complex enough project where I don't think that's going to happen, but I can't predict the future, right? So which is why I say not financial advice. But if you get wrecked, I'm also going to get wrecked with you. So it's we're in the boat, we're in this together. So it doesn't have to be a scam just because you don't like it or because you don't think it's funny. Someone will think it's funny and like it and receive value. If you buy the token, some guy's going to make more memes which is, value enough for me. But I don't know. I'm going on too much. Renegade.
Well, I think we've said a lot about Tendy. What I want to see is other ecosystems start to get over here, and that's what's good about meme coins. This chicken Tendy, it's a funny thing. Everybody knows what Pepe is, right? Because it just had a big, massive pump. And so you get something like chicken tendies, and it could really bring people in from other communities, because that is what ICP is lacking. We need to onboard people from Solana. We need to onboard people from AVAX, because they absolutely suck. The big thing with AVAX and it taking money from North Korea or whatever, and all that kind of FUD, it makes people want to look for other blockchains that have, a funny meme coin, and then they can look into the blockchain, so they get onboarded by Tendies, because Tendies is awesome, right? It's just a chicken tender, man. But ICP is so much more, than a meme coin. So somebody onboards from like Tendies, and then they go in to find, hey, look at this liquidity with chat token. What's chat token? Oh, what's Openchat? Now they're in this rabbit hole going down the ICP ecosystem, trying to figure out, whoa, this is pretty cool. I came here for a frog, in a chicken costume or a chicken tender, whatever caught your eye. Actually, that logo caught my eye, this one right there, more than the chicken tender, because I was like, Pepe is a chicken, dude. He's like in disguise. I bet you he goes in and he steals chicken tenders. But so I like stuff like this, and I think it brings value more than just, hey, it's a meme coin, right? Look what happened with Dogecoin. You have Elon Musk, one of the richest people in the world, tweeting out memes of a dog. So if we can get Elon Musk for tendies, on board. So I love it, guys. I think if you don't hold a bag of tendies, you're not fun. You're not fun. And if you do, you're fun. So
that's a little bit harsh, but hey, it might be true. So back to the title and the topic of the video, like, is Tendies the new Pepe? So I'm gonna get a lot of criticism and hate for that, because they're gonna be like, how dare you compare $1 million market cap Ethereum project to like 20K market cap with 12K liquidity on ICP? But I'm gonna say this: well, it's new. Like, was Pepe not like worthless when it was just created, like the first couple of a little bit of time? Yeah. Was Bitcoin not like worthless, right? So with these projects, people have to just, I don't like using the word buy, because then people are like, you told me to buy. Like, no, relax. You can do whatever you want. Like, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. But you can just buy it and then talk about it. You can talk about it. Make a live space, like a Twitter space. Make a Twitter space. Post about it. Every time I posted about it, like, people started reacting to it, and that's people that didn't know about it. If the first people didn't post about it, I wouldn't know about it, right? And then I saw it. I was funny. Renegade saw it. He thought it was funny. And now that we talked about the whole liquidity pools, bringing the arbitrage opportunities, to me, that is the main opportunity behind this token, is arbitrage opportunities between tokens on the ICP ecosystem. Tendy pumps, you buy ICP, you sell it, you buy Tendy, you do it like a triangle, right? And with any of them, right? With any of the pairs. And I'm going to post the image one more time so you guys can see it. So you can go look at these pairs. Like, check them out. Whoops, it went to the corner. Check them out on app.icpswap.com. Check it out. Like, you can check these pairs out, and you can arbitrage between them. And then you can go to IC Lighthouse. I think it's icdex.io or something. If not, search on Twitter. Excuse me, IC Lighthouse. And you can do that. That's one exchange that functions kind of like I don't mean to block your face again. I can't move it further to to the left. But it's more like a centralized looking exchange. And you can go on there and trade with market orders and limit orders. And then you can go on app.icpswap.com, or just search on Twitter ICP Swap, and then you can trade like with an automatic market maker, and then you can arbitrage between both of those. Like, is it millions of dollars? No, it's the ICP ecosystem. It's very small, but there's an opportunity there, right? Whoops, did I click the wrong button? There's an opportunity there, and surely if you're smart and you can do some basic math, like, surely there's something, like, there's an opportunity in there for you. So do I think it can become the next Pepe? I think it can become the next Pepe of the ICP ecosystem. And if we work hard enough at growing the ICP ecosystem, and then promoting the whole ecosystem, not just promoting this token, because I don't want to sound like a shill or whatever, which technically I am, because I did buy some, I do own some, but it's because I like it. It's not just because like I'm want to like sell it. I'm excited about bringing people into the ICP ecosystem and giving speculators a chance to speculate right into arbitrage, especially if it's people with like not millions of dollars. I mean, I hope that people with millions of dollars come, but if it's people that have like 100, $200 and you want to like just be trading within like little triangles of arbitrage opportunities, I think that's exciting. I think that's what crypto is about, and I think that's specifically what ICP is about, because there's no gas fees. So instead of doing something in like $20 that I have to know, you just flop it, or what is it, swap it. You can just swap all day long, right? Which I think is pretty cool, and I would like to see people come in and have that fun opportunity, but also understand the risk and know that it's risky and all that. Renegade.
I agree. There's some risk there, but look at Pepe. If you got in Pepe at the right time, you made money. If you didn't, you lost money. So why not get into Tendies now and see if you can make some money? I'm not telling you to go out there and buy it, but geez, I mean, what are you doing right now? Let's say you go to the movies this weekend. You normally get popcorn and a drink. Just get a drink. Take your popcorn money, put it in Tendies. Or if you're going to go buy some chicken tenders, eat some ramen noodles at home. Put that in a chicken tendy crypto and have some fun. You would probably have more enjoyment. Let's just look at it this way, of enjoyment, money per enjoyment. Okay, you have the experience. Okay, you get popcorn. You watch a movie, eat it for like maybe 10, 15 minutes of enjoyment, right? You buy yourself a chicken tendy. Or how?
Not if I eat it very slow. It take me 20 minutes of enjoyment. I'm just kidding.
20 minutes. I mean, you drag it out maybe an hour. Okay. But Tendy, you are going to have at least a couple of days of excitement. You're watching the price. You're like, oh, is it going up? Am I making money? You're happy when it is. Or if it isn't, you're like, okay, when should I get out? You're using your brain. You're making yourself smarter. So either way, you just take one of those little extravagant things that you like and just cut back a little bit. Don't get a venti, get a grande, coffee. And
or if you're more risk averse, literally just wait for it to pump, buy the other token that it's paired to, use that to swap it for more, sell it, and that's it. Like zero risk, 100% arbitrage opportunity. I mean, I'm not saying zero risk. I'm sure if somebody goes in faster than you or a bot or something, but right now, like, and how slow it is in the ICP ecosystem, I mean, practically, I would say it's like zero risk, right? Like you got Tendy pumps, buy ICP, sell it, Tendy, sell it. Like it's like a triangle, right? You get with a whole bunch of things. And I see these transactions. I see them like at night. It's like burp, burp. Like I see what this guy did. I know what he's doing. I haven't done many of those because I just like the Tendy ICP one's my favorite. But you can do those things. Like those things are, like you can do that. Anyway, guys, I'd like to take some questions. I think there's only like 5 people in there. I'm gonna try to clip this into the funnest parts and make like a short to put it on TikTok or Twitter or YouTube Shorts. But I ask those questions. I'm not a team member for Tendy, but I did speak to them a lot, and they gave me those graphics that I showed you, and I saw like what could be risky, what could happen, what could go up. So if you have any questions, ask me, or if you have any questions about anything else, go ahead and write them in the comments, and me and Renegade will read them. I'm reading them on my phone, so go ahead and send me that, and I'll try to answer them. Renegade, anything else you'd like to add before we say goodbye?
Yeah, I want to call the community to action. Victor deserves to have his own channel blow up. So guys, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now. This channel is going to be at like 3,000 subscribers very soon. Everything Victor touches goes to gold. So and he deserves it. He's hardworking. He makes great videos. Like I'm being real. I'm not just puffing smoke, man. You do a lot for the internet computer. So I'm calling the community to action. Give them some love. Follow it, share it, like it, comment, all that good stuff. Let's get the word out. And if you like Tendies, like you said, make a tweet, make a meme, show it to somebody else that doesn't know about Tendies. Maybe they'll like it. You never know. Support. That's all you got to do. Support.
All right, thank you for the kind words, Renegade. So please, I forgot to say that at the beginning of the video, which is when I should have said it. Go ahead and like the channel, subscribe, I did a giveaway to subscriptions. That giveaway ended because I said it was 24 hours. But I'm going to try to make another one. So please subscribe to the channel, like it. This is my new personal channel to post content. So I'll try to make as much content as I can. But go ahead, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it. I'm going to make another post on Twitter. I left all the links so you can follow Renegade and myself and all that. But YouTube didn't let me, so wait 24 hours, and once I get approved, I'll add all those links so you can buy Tendy if you want to, and you can follow us, join our open chats, and all that. So I don't see any questions. I just see one that says Tendy is the new Pepe. Done. Thank you, Palanga. So thank you everyone watching. I'm Victor ICP Squad, and if you can do your outro, Renegade.
All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP.